Hello everyone, this is Tim from TriFan879, and today is Game 21 of the 2007 Cleveland Indians Strat-O-Matic Advanced Replay. The Orioles come into the game with a 12-11 record, while the Indians start with a 7-13 record. And today, the pitching matchup will be for the Orioles, Erik Bedard, and for the Indians, Jeremy Sowers. Now, Sowers' stats on the year, not very good. He is 0-3 with a 9 ERA, giving up 18 earned runs in 18 innings pitched. He has walked 5 and struck out 8. So we'll go ahead and get started. Here is Brian Roberts, the second baseman, to lead off for the Orioles. And a 6-9. That's against a righty, so that's a base hit for Roberts. And he will probably look to steal. He's a double-A, so he'd be a 17, take it down by 2 for being held on. A 15, Martinez has a 0 arm. So 1-15, he takes second. And he's in there, so Roberts steals second. And that brings up Melvin Mora, the third baseman, for 6 against a righty. Fly ball to center, racing in as Sizemore makes the catch, and going back to second is Roberts. And here is Nick Markakis, the right fielder. And a 1-10 against the lefty. Line drive caught by the third baseman. It's Casey Blake. 2 down, and here is Miguel Tejada still holding on Roberts at second. And a 3-6 against the lefty. Base hit center field. Left center field, I guess we'll say. Cut off by Sizemore, but scoring from second is Roberts, and the Orioles take a 1-0 lead. And now up is the catcher, Ramon Hernandez. There's a few ex-Moneyball A's on this team. There's Miguel Tejada, Ramon Hernandez, and then Chad Bradford coming out of the bullpen. So. And a 4-5 against a righty. A fly ball to center. Sizemore there catches it and retires the side, but not until the Orioles get up to a 1-0 lead after a half inning. And here is Bedard. Bedard in 2007 went 13-5 with a 3.16 ERA and was traded to the Orioles for Adam Jones and Chris Tillman, and was never the same after that. So just make sure everything's in. Oops. Hold on. Okay. That's better. Leading off, as almost per usual, Grady Sizemore, the center fielder. And a 3-5 against the lefty. He draws a walk. Excuse me. Sizemore's an ace stealer. They're holding him on, so 15 down to 13. Hernandez is a +1 arm, so he'd be a 1-14. Yeah, he's going to take off. Here's the throw to second, and he's in there with a 9, so almost deja vu from the top half of the first inning, but let's see if the Indians can take advantage. Here's Casey Blake, the third baseman. And 5-9, swing and a miss, strike 3. And here's Travis Hafner. 6-5, ground ball to second. Does that mean Sizemore can go to third? Should be able to. Ground ball A6, first base or second base. Yep. So ground ball to second. Sizemore goes to third, but there are 2 outs for Victor Martinez, who's homered in each of the last 4 games. And here is the pitch to Martinez. And a 2-4 against the lefty. Line drive caught by the second baseman, Roberts, and that will retire the side. So leadoff walk does no damage. And going to the top of the second, Orioles 1-0. And here is Jay Payton, the left fielder. And a 3-5. That's an 11. That's a line drive caught by Josh Barfield. 1 down. 1-9 is a single, but 11 is too high. Here's Kevin Millar if you're from Boston. And a 6-9 against a righty. Base hit to center field. So Millar with the 1-out single won't be held on. Here's Corey Patterson, the center fielder. 4-11. First base X, that's Garco. He's a 4 and a 6. And it gets past him. Actually, it knocks it down. And decides to just eat it in his pocket. They'll call it an infield single. Going to second is Millar. Now they'll hold Patterson, which means they have to hold everybody. So here's Chris Gomez, first baseman. Ooh. Way down a bunt here. Not with 1 out. No outside probably didn't think about it, but they'll let Gomez swing away. Here's the pitch from Sowers. 1-7, fly ball to center. Sizemore's there. 2 down, back to the top of the order. Brian Roberts singled and stole a base and scored in the first inning. And a 5-4. Well, either side, it's a fly ball center on a 19. That's an easy play for Sizemore. And tracks it down, and that retires the side. So nothing doing for the Orioles. They leave 2, and after an inning and a half, it's the Orioles 1-0. And here is Ryan Garco. Face Bedard. And a 1-8. And that ball is ripped to deep left field and out of here. Home run, Ryan Garco, and that ties the game. That's a 1-13 home run chance, and that's a 5. So Garco got all of that one. And here's Trot Nixon. And a 1-9's a fly ball to right, and Markakis is there, 1 down. And here's Johnny Peralta. 2-8, swing and a miss, strike 3. So second strikeout for Bedard. Here's Jason Michaels. And a 5-8's a second base X. That's Roberts. He's a 2 and a 6 is in range. So he makes the play and retires the side, but not till the Indians tie the game on the Garco homer. And after 2 complete, it's 1-1. And here's Melvin Mora to lead off the top of the third. And a 1-6 against the lefty. That's a fly ball to right, but plenty of room for Nixon. He makes the catch. That's a 1-5 home run chance. So, and here's Nick Markakis. Lined out his first time up. And a 1-8. That's a 10. So it's a line drive that gets over Barfield's head. And that's a base hit. They will hold on Markakis. He'd be a 1-10. All right. Let's see. 1 out. Does have some. No, they're not gonna let Tejada. Well, I mean, he could hit and run. We'll let him swing away. 2-11. That's probably better than a hit and run. All right, ground ball to second. Only play for Barfield is the first, and Markakis goes to second, but there are 2 outs for Ramon Hernandez. 3-8. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So that's the first strikeout for Sowers. It comes at a good time, and we're through 2.5 here at Jacobs Field. The Indians and Orioles tied at 1. And leading off, bottom of the order, Josh Barfield, followed by Sizemore and Blake. And a 4-7 against the righty, swing and a miss, strike 3. So third strikeout for Bedard, excuse me. There's Grady Sizemore, walked and stole a base his first time up. And a 2-6, and it hit him. Okay. Let's see. No, we won't do it with one out. And here's Casey Blake for 3, righty. Ooh, wish he was a lefty. Base hit the left field. Sizemore being held on a 16. Peyton, a 0 arm. Now we're gonna hold him up. I don't know, 80% chance, but we're just gonna hold him. Let Hafner come up. And here's the pitch from Bedard to Hafner. Ooh, 6-3 left field. X Peyton, a 3 and an 8. Just out of range. Peyton is an E10, which means he has to roll an 8 to an 11. And that's a 6. And he loses it, and it's going to fall. Unfortunately, with all the errors in the advanced fielding, that's a 2-base error. So into score is Sizemore. Going to third is Blake. It's going to be an unearned run. And the Indians take a 2-1 lead. And here's Victor Martinez. They will keep the infield normal. They'll give up an out for a run. And a 5-5 against a righty is a swing and a miss, strike 3. So 4th strikeout for Bedard. And that brings up Ryan Garko, whose 2nd inning home run tied the game at 1. And a 3-12 is a fly ball to right. And Markakis is there to retire the side. But an unearned run gives the Indians a 2-1 lead. And that'll bring up Jay Payton, trying to redeem himself after the error. And then Millar and Patterson to follow. And a 112 base hit the right field, so that'll help. They will hold him on. .512 against a righty, ball 4. So 1st and 2nd with nobody out. And that'll bring up Patterson. They will bring the corners in, maybe expecting a bunt. Yeah, they'll let him bunt. He'll be a B bunter. And here's the pitch, and Patterson squares around. And that will be a good bunt. And he's thrown out by the 3rd baseman. So we'll call it 5-4. And here's Chris Gomez. Flew out his first time up. So runners on 2nd and 3rd with nobody out. 3-5. Ground ball to 2nd. Now the only play for Barfield is to 1st. So in comes Peyton. To 3rd goes Millar. Game is tied at 2. And there's a runner on 3rd, but 2 outs. So a little small ball here from the Orioles. And here is Brian Roberts singled and flew out in 2 appearances. And 2-10s, a pop-up behind home plate. Martinez calls for it and makes the catch to retire the side, but the Orioles tie the game at 2, going into the bottom of the 4th. All right, so Bedard will face Nixon, Peralta, and Michaels here in the 4th. And a 6-11's a right field X. Markakis, a 2 and a 3, and that will drop for a hit. Just out of range. He couldn't quite get there. So drops in for a single. And here's Johnny Peralta. They will not hold Nixon on. And here's the pitch from Bedard to Peralta. 2-8, swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout for Peralta. Struck out 146 times on the 2007 season. There's Jason Michaels, 0 for 1 for the day, grounded out. 6-9, that's to the shortstop. And an 8 will be out of range. So we go to Tejada's air rating. He's an E20. So we will need a 7-12 to make the play. I don't even need the decider die because, or the other die, because it doesn't matter for an E20. All right, so here's Tejada's chance. E20, and that's a 7, so that's a ground ball to short. Tejada ranges, flips to second for 1. The return throw is in time, inning-ending double play. Top of the 5th, tied at 2. And Sowers will now be in his point of weakness inning. He'll face Mora, Markakis, and Tejada. Continuing through the third time through the order, Mora 0 for 2 on the day. And a 5-5 base hit to center field. And the Indians will get Fernando Cabrera loosening in the pen. And they will hold on Mora. Here's Markakis. 2-5. Against the lefty, that's trouble. That'll get into the gap. And Mora being held on to 12. Center field Sizemore has no arm. 1-12. They'll put up the stop sign. And the Indians will bring the infield in for Tejada. As Sowers is 1 away from being tired. All right, here's the pitch to Tejada. 6-7, and that'll do it for Sowers. That's a 2. And that's ripped into the gap. Scoring from third is Morris. Scoring from second is Markakis. And the Orioles have a 4-2 lead. And they're not even going to waste any more time. Here comes Bedard. That's not Bedard. Here comes Cabrera. Sorry. All right. So 4 innings for Sowers. So far, 4 earned runs. And we'll wait to see what happens. Here's Cabrera. 1-4 righty, ball 4 for Hernandez. And he reaches. And here's Jay Payton. Line out and a single in 2 appearances. They're not holding anybody on. And a 1-8 against a righty. Ground ball to short. The second for 1. The return throw in time. Tejada will go to third. And there are 2 outs, runner on third. And here's Kevin Millar. Walked and singled in 2 appearances. 2-4. That's outside ball 4, so runners on the corners. With 2 down. And here is Corey Patterson, 1 for 1 with a single and a sacrifice. And a 1-4 fly ball to left. And that will retire the side, but the Orioles get 2 and lead 4-2. And Bedard, he is not quite at his point of weakness. He can go to the 6th inning. And so it's Barfield, back to top of the order, Sizemore and Blake. And a 6-11 to the right fielder, and Markakis once again won't be able to reach this. So that'll drop for a hit for Barfield. Boy, tough luck for Markakis out and right. And here is Grady Sizemore. They will hold on Barfield. He'd be a 1-11 to steal. All right, here's Sizemore. Indians trail 4-2. And a 6-6 against the lefty. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Here's Casey Blake. And a 5-6 against the righty. That's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And here is Travis Hafner. Runner on first, 2 down. And a 1-7 base hit to right field. Let's see. Not being held on 13. Give him a +2 for 15. No, they won't risk it there. So I'll bring up Victor Martinez. And they're going to hold all runners. And a 4-2. And against a righty, that's a base on balls, so base is loaded. And that'll bring up Ryan Garko, who homered in the second inning and flew out his last time up. And a 4-8 against a righty. And that's outside ball 4, and that'll walk in a runs. Barfield comes in to score. And that'll bring up Trot Nixon. 4-3 game now. 5-2 against the lefty. And boy, Bedard cannot find the strike zone here. That's ball 4, and the game is tied. So, wow, Bedard cannot find the strike zone here. And they will get, let's see here. They'll get Brian Burris and Danny Baez loosening in the pen. All right, so here's Johnny Peralta. Bedard might be playing with fire here. And 4-7, second base. 4-7 against the righties. A swing and a miss, strike 3. And that will retire the side. And Peralta has the hat trick, but not until the Indians get 2. The answer to 2 of the Orioles in the top half on 2 bases loaded walks. And we go to the 6th, tied at 4. All right, they're going to leave Cabrera out to try to get him through the 6th inning. All right, here's the pitch from Cabrera to Gomez. 5-5, swing and a miss, strike 3. So 1 down here in the 6th. Here is Brian Roberts. Single in 3 appearances. 3-7, draws a walk, and oh boy, Roberts might take off again. He'd be a 1-15, and he's going to do it. Here's the pitch. Roberts takes off, and that's a 12, and he steals it. So second stolen base for Roberts. He did have 50 of them on the season. And here is Melvin Moore, a runner on second. 1 down. He will not bunt, so they'll play the infield back, not expecting it. And here's the pitch to Cabrera. 3-6, fly ball to left. And Michaels is there, 2 down. And here's Nick Markakis, single and a double in 3 attempts. No, we're not going to walk him to pitch to Tejada. All right, here's the pitch from Cabrera to Markakis. And 5-8, second base X is a 14 in range for Barfield. Yes, it is. He gets it, throws to first, and in time to get Markakis. So we go to the bottom half of the 6th, tied at 4, and the Indians will get some bullpen action as Cabrera pitched an inning and 2/3 and did somewhat well. Let's see. They will have righty, righty, righty. So, looks like Aaron Foltz will be loosening to come into the game. And we will keep Bedard out. Now, this is his point of weakness inning. So, let's see how well he does. He got a little wild there in the fifth inning, fifth inning, yeah. And here's the pitch to Michaels. He is 0 for 2 on the day. 2-9. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And up comes Barfield. Not quite back to the top of the order. Here's Josh Barfield. Singleton scored his last time up. 3-7. That's a 2, so that'll get past the third baseman, Mora, and Barfield is 2 for 3 on the day. They will hold him on. And here's Grady Sizemore. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He got walked and hit by a pitch. So here's the pitch to Sizemore. And 4-6. And that's a base hit. That'll get cut off, but going to third is Barfield. And they'll get Burris and Baez back up and loosening quickly. They will bring the infield in a tie game in the 6th. And here's Casey Blake. 4-7. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Ooh, that's big. And here's Travis Hafner. They play infield normal. First and third, 2 down. Game tied at 4. 6-6 lefty. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that'll do it for Bedard for the 6th. I think he's going to be coming out, though, as he's faced 30 batters. Yeah. And he's 2 against his point of weakness. So now retire the side. We go to the 7th, tied at 4. Aaron Foltz will come into the game for the Indians. And they will likely go with Brian Burris to come in the 7th inning for the Orioles. So Cabrera pitched an inning and 2/3 scoreless. He did walk 3 batters, but the double play ball helped that out in one of the innings. So here's Aaron Foltz. He will face Tejada, Hernandez, and Payton. And here's the pitch to Tejada. 2-6 against the lefty. Line drive caught by Casey Blake, as that's a little too high for 1-7. Here's Ramon Hernandez. Walked his last time up. 3-11, pop up, right side of the infield. Peralta calls for it, 2 down, and here's Jay Payton. 1 for 3, grounded into a double play his last time up. And a 2-6. It's a lefty line drive, caught by Garco, and that will retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 7th. In comes Brian Burris. And he'll replace Bedard. All right, so Bedard pitched 6 solid innings, I guess you could say that. And that'll bring up Brian Burris. First out of the pen. They'll face Martinez, Garco, and Nixon. Martinez walked his last time up. He is 0 for 2 on the day. And a 1-5. And that's a base hit for Martinez. Actually, wait, hold on. 1-5. And actually, he'll take second. That's a double against the lefty. It's looking at 1-6. It's 1-5. That's a double to left. So Garco, they will play back. They won't hold on Martinez. And here is the pitch to Garco. 4-3, pitcher X. Oh boy, he's a 4. This could get through as it's the top 3. So 1, 2, or 3. We check the range. And a 2. That's a base hit. Into center field. Rounding third and heading home is Martinez. He will score. And the Indians take a 5-4 lead. And Ryan Garco has his second RBI today. And I wish I could tell you. Let me see if I can give you what his RBI total is for the year. Let me see. Hold on. Garco with his 6th RBI of the season. And it makes it a 5-4 game. As they will get Danny Baez and Jamie Walker loosening in the pen. I'm not going to try to let this get out of hand. All right, here's Trot Nixon. Walked his last time up. He's 1 for 2 with a single. 5-6, ball 4. And we may only allow one more base runner before we pull him. And I'll bring up Johnny Peralta, who's got the strikeout hat trick today. And here's the pitch to Peralta. 6-9, and that's a 17, so that's a base hit. In to score is Garco, and going to third is Nixon, and the Indians are teeing off on Brian Burris. And that'll be it for Burris. They'll bring in Danny Baez, former Indian. And Burris faces 4 batters and cannot get anybody out. Wow. All right, so here is Jason Michaels against Baez. 2-9. That's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So first out of the inning. And here's Josh Barfield. 4-11. And Barfield does not have normal home run power against right-handed pitching, but that'll still be a base hit. Scoring from third is Nixon. And moving to third is Peralta. And the Indians have put up a 3 spot here in the bottom of the 7th and lead 7-4. And here is Grady Sizemore, singled his last time up. And here's the pitch to Sizemore. 6-8 lefty, second base X. That is Roberts, a 2 and a 7. He gets it. Throws to second for 1. The return throw not in time. Sizemore beats it out. And scoring from third is Peralta. And the Indians now lead 8-4. And that'll bring up Casey Blake with 2 outs and a runner on first. And a 1-7, swing and a miss, strike 3. So Casey Blake gets the golden sombrero today. But not until the Indians send 8 men to the plate and score 4 times. And after 7 complete, it is the Indians 8 and the Orioles 4. Let's see here. Let's see. We'll go with Roberto Hernandez. Let's see. Righty, lefty, righty. Maybe. Yeah, we'll try to get an inning out of them. So Roberto Hernandez will come in. Both pitched a scoreless inning. And he'll face the bottom third of the order, Millard, Patterson, and Gomez. And Millar's walked his last 2 times up. 3-8. And he'll get a base hit, so Millar has been on base 4 times today. And here's Corey Patterson. 3-10. Ground ball to first. Garco to second for 1. The return throw not in time. Patterson beats it out. And that's 1 down. And they will definitely hold Patterson on. Not down 4 runs. I don't want to steal with them. And so that'll be Chris Gomez coming up, holding Patterson on. 6-6. Base hit down the right field line. And Patterson races for third. They were holding him on 16. Right fielder Nixon's a +1. 1-17. They'll send him. That's a 12. He is safe. So RBI double for Chris Gomez. And it is now 8-5. Rafael Betancourt and Tom Mastny are loosening in the pen. They're only going to allow, let's see here. Okay, so they'll let, back to top of the order for Roberts. Single and a walk in 4 appearances. 1-5. Base hit to right field. They were not holding on Gomez. So 12. Right fielder Nixon's a +1. 1-13. They'll send him. That's a 14, and they got him. So 9, we'll say 9-4-2. Wow. Yeah, so it'll be 1-12 for not being held on. Nixon +1. That's a 14. He's out. So let's see here. If they'll pull, and they will have, let's see, right-handed pitcher. Oh, they'll go with Rafael Betancourt, known as Raphael Wright. And Betancourt will face Melvin Mora. All right, here's the pitch from Mora. Pitch to Mora from Betancourt. 5-8. Second base X. Is that in range for Barfield? Yes, it is. And he gets it, throws it to first, and that'll retire the side. The Orioles get 1. And is now 8-5 as Jober. Let's see, can we hold on 1 second. They will get Borowski loosening unless this becomes a non-safe situation. Let's see, they don't want to go to Baez again, so they will bring in Jamie Walker. And he will face Hafner, Martinez, and Garco. Excuse me. Hafner is 1 for 4 on the day. Single reached on an error. And that's a 2-9 against the lefty. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So down on strikes for the second time. Boy, the Indians have struck out a lot today. And here is Victor Martinez. Walk and a double in 4 appearances. 5-6. And against a righty, it's a fly ball to center. Patterson's under it, 2 down. Here's Ryan Garco. He is 2 for 3 with a walk and 2 runs batted in. And a 4-11 against a righty is a base hit to left field. And They will not hold him on. And they are going to call Trot Nixon back. They will have David DeLucci pinch hit for Nixon. And then DeLucci will go to... Oops, not there. Although... Okay, so... He will play left field. And then Michaels will switch from... Excuse me while I write him in. He will go from left field to right field. Okay. So David DeLucci pinch hitting here. Nixon actually was 1 for 2 with 2 walks. So not a bad day, but they just want the lower air chance. And a 3-5 against the lefty. That's a 6. And that's ripped to the gap. Actually, it's ripped over the right fielder's head. Now, Garco. There's a 9, not being held on a 10. There's 2 outs, that's 12. Center fielder Patterson, 0 arm. They're going to send him. Here's the throw to the plate, 1-12, and he's safe. And that's a 1. And Garco gets on his PF Flyers and scoots home. And that's a big insurance run. Let's see here. We'll get Tom Mastny loosening in the pen. And here's Johnny Peralta. 2-8. Swing and a miss, straight 3, and that will retire the side as Peralta also gets the golden sombrero. So 2 golden sombreros today for the Indians. However, they get that 1 extra run. And after 8 complete, it is the Indians 9 and the Orioles 5. And they will have Mastny come out, and then Borowski is still loosening just in case. All right, so here's Markakis lead off top of the 9th. He is 2 for 4 with a single and a double. 3-6 against a righty. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And here's Miguel Tejada. 2-6, ground ball back to the mound. Over to first is Mastny, 2 down, and final hope for the Orioles is Ramon Hernandez. 5-10 against a righty, fly ball to center, racing in his Sizemore ball game. So final from Jacobs Field, the Indians take this one 9-5. Let's see here. So whoever pitched the top of the 7th, that would be Aaron Fultz will get the win. And because it did not end in a less than 4 runs, there will be no save. So Sowers went 4 innings and gave up 4 runs. And the Indians using a big bottom of the 7th to score 4 runs to put the game out of reach. Ryan Garco with a couple RBIs with a home run, the offensive star for the Indians on the day. However, they did strike out 14 times, so half of the outs were made on, actually not even half. 14 out of 24 outs were made via the strikeout. So, wow. All right, so the next game will be in the Mike McCormick replay. I'll play the final game of this series offline, and it'll be Mike McCormick against Don Drysdale. And then I will look up what the next series is for the Indians, and we'll give you what pitching matchup I will give you. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. Please make sure you hit the like button And if you have not already subscribed, please do so and hit the bell icon. You'll be notified of any new videos. And whatever games you are playing, please enjoy them to your fullest. Have a good day, everybody.